Stephen Fry, returning from the concussion protocol, but this is Andrew Thomas's tournament, according to Brian Schmetzer. We don't know what to expect with Puebla. This is a different lineup in every game in 2025. They keep their opponents guessing. Expect anybody on that bench.
Being the team that's going to be expected to carry the possession, carry the goal-scoring opportunities, and how do you deal with a team that you're unsure of what their performance is going to look like over the course of 90 minutes?
We are underway at Lumen Field. The Sounders in their third replica kit. This is Organista. Rivas, far post. Good-looking entry here for Puebla. Back inside for Gomez.
Great opportunity for those potentially involved with the U.S. men's national team on show here tonight.
Some would think the window is closed for Christian Roldan, but with the year he has had, I don't think you close any of those. Rothrock got the crowd going.
Starts with the switch, combination play, good hold-up link from Jesus Ferreira, and then Rothrock first touch, second right through, nutmegs, and then he's looking to shift with his...
Rothrock switches to the left side. Ferreira looking comfortable in that Albert Rusnak role for now. De La Vega taken out. Musovski lays it down for Christian Roldan, in and out of tight quarters.
Yeah, very evident patterns of play right now for Seattle, and the challenge for Puebla is not compromising their game shape defensively.
Oh, lovely. De La Vega, Rothrock into the six, and Julio Gonzalez with the big block.
For Mexico during Copa America, back in between the posts for Puebla. Quick combination play, and he's looking for that deft little layoff for Danny Musovski. And great intervention from Gonzalez. Stays big, generate the funds necessary to compete in Liga MX.
Puebla did have their heyday. They were the Mexican champs in '83 and 1990s. This ball comes in, and Andrew Thomas able to go to his left. Mark, where they are not trailing this game. Hope springs eternal. This one flows through for Gomez. Still there, coming across Nuhu, and almost squeezed into that post.
The inability to find the back of the net allows moments like this. Again, Marine, drop down ball, Emiliano Gomez. He had the 2 goals against both Montreal and NYCFC. And the 23-year-old Uruguayan.
Signed by CONCACAF. 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm watching this replay right now of the quad of the fourth officials, excuse me, the VAR. And Danny Musovski certainly gets a touch to the ball.
Reagan, Rothrock, Nuhu's run. Rothrock, low-driven ball, comb over header. Here's Ferreira!
Jesus Ferreira, this time he's off the back shoulder of Danny Musovski. He knows he's got a defender's presence. He sneaks away from Luis Rey. And as he pirouettes, he tries to hit it first time out of the air. And he just ends up pulling it.
Could happen again. It's up to Puebla and Pachuca. This one's played through for Minongu.
Good tackle.
Fedorco kept his arms by his side too. Musovski. There's a whistle, a yellow card.
Well, he's going to give the yellow to Musovski because in possession, he has now judged Danny Musovski.
Oh, red card!
Yeah.
Danny Musovski with a rush of blood, and he has sent Seattle down to 10.
And watch the arm swing as Danny Musovski recovers possession. Everything's great right there. Comes across, lifts his arm. That's where the judgment of the foul. Then he goes down, but the reaction just can't happen. At any level, never ever can you go up and bump a referee. He's gotten the yellow card, that's fine, but right there, you've crossed the line. Multi-game ban.
Dangerous ball. Di Rosario collects, loses it. Time for long range. Thomas makes the save on Rey.
It looks different, it feels different, and right now, Puebla trying to take advantage of the momentum. Again, we try to think about all these different factors of matchups.
Big moment, the red card to Danny Musovski in the 76th minute. 5 additional minutes to be played. Minongu on the ground, flicked.
Brian Schmetzer is losing it on Yeimar and Georgie. He's asking Yeimar to play the ball way quicker to Georgie.
We're going to penalties. By hook or by crook, Club Puebla found a way to hit the tape. About 10 minutes past 10 local time here in Seattle. Christian Roldan, yeah, no, it's off the post and out.
Well, he steps up, dominant right foot, goes with laces, and seemingly beats the goalkeeper from our angle up here in the booth, but smashes it off that left post.
Money, no! Thomas, big and bad!
Oh, that Cheshire Cat smile right before he took it, read it well. Very comfortable read from Andrew Thomas.
Alex Roldan, straight up the guts. And Seattle are in front for the first time tonight. Lozano went straight as well. 1-1. It's Jackson Reagan versus Julio Gonzalez. Reagan squeezes it inside the post. Gonzalez, yes. I mean, these are mirror images of penalties. Up the middle and now both to the left. 2-2. Ferreira. Oh, yes. Shattering the top netting. Crowd doing their part. Monares. And are you kidding me? He put it the same place that Ferreira did. First things first, Obed Vargas. Big step. Vargas rolls it in. 4-3.
Ice in his veins, Obed Vargas. Hitch.
Big spot. Yes. Thomas got it! He sure did, Dunny! And it is an MLS avalanche in the League's Cup quarterfinals. The Sounders join Inter Miami and Orlando City.
Yeah, I got you. This is mine.
He
Don't you
knew it.
worry about it, Seattle Sounders fans. As he turns around, he gets himself ready. The Chilean international steps up, left foot. And that is a poor penalty and a really fantastic save right there with that read right there. I told you, Max Bretos.